Yes, very good, thank you.
Dele Alli has returned to training with the first team. What are his chances of playing this weekend?
I think we'll have one training session more and then decide, and we'll see if he's involved or not on the game.
Are you optimistic?
No, I think it's only to assess tomorrow and then decide. I think it's a lot of competition in front. Sonny is available again, and it's about decision and to see how he is. Or is it the decision is to keep him training or be involved? That is the decision that they're going to take tomorrow.
As far as Dele Alli is concerned, though, would you risk him at all? Does he have to be 100% fit for you to?
Yeah, like all the players, not only Dele. All the players need to be 100% to have the possibility to play and to be selected. If not, it's impossible. I think that is the situation for everyone. It's not only for him.
Min-Son is available. He's only had a 3-match ban, but it feels
Only the three.
feels like it's been much longer now.
Yeah, because unlucky for him that was in the holidays. Yes, looks more, but yes, I think he was training really, really hard to try to keep fit and to improve in different areas. I think we are happy the last few weeks. He was unbelievable in the way that he was available to train and to compete in every single training session, and hope that is going to help the team from now.
Has it been difficult for him? Has it been frustrating for him?
No, I think it was a good opportunity to build his fitness, to have a properly pre-season. That sometimes when you are involved in the competition is difficult to have that possibility. And for him, looking last season, that was really, really complicated for him and difficult. We use that situation, trying to be positive and helping him to get really fit, to help him and the team, because the pre-season is so important for any player. But sometimes the priority is more holidays, and this type of situation with him was so clear that it's going to be suspended for 2 games, and the plan was to provide him the good quality trainings, to try to improve in different areas, and when the moment to be available to play, be in a perfect condition.
We saw a little bit of Giovanni Lo last weekend, 5 minutes as a substitute. Is he still some way away from starting, or could he start this weekend?
No, I think Lo Celso is a situation that is not going to be easy. He was in holidays, extended holidays after the Copa America. He didn't have a properly pre-season. In Betis Sevilla didn't train too much, and then he signed for us 1 week with no training, and then I think he's training well, but still so far away from what we expect from him, and we need to give time. Of course, was involved, and maybe to have the possibility to help the team in some point. Okay, but we don't expect too much from him, and we need to don't give the responsibility. It's only to try to improve, adapt himself again with us, and see natural process to learn, to improve, and in the moment that he will be fit and deserve to play, for sure, he's going to have the possibility like the other players.
European transfer window is still open. Seen the departure.
It's still open, eh? It's long, eh? Long.
September 2nd. You're not happy, are you?
I think I told you, I don't want to be repetitive, and yes, it's tough because it's a long period, but now it's nothing what we can do is only to wait and see what happened. No, sitting in my chair, in my sofa, and see what is going on.
Is it still unsettling? I mean,
Yes.
you've seen one player leave this week, George, Kevin and Kulu has gone.
Yes, and then it's a lot of rumor, and how affect the rumors to the squad is always a problem for a team like us, that we need to find our dynamic. Yes, it's a little bit a shame, this type of situation that happened, but like I told you before, we need to be positive. I am positive. I think we have experience in to try to create that positive dynamic. Different seasons happen different things, and the most important that we have that experience to try to provide the team in a difficult situations. The confidence or the trust in to try to performance in the best way. And I think we are going to be competitive. Of course, it's not the best situation to work, but we need to accept that. And that situation, we cannot change the situation now. Is only to complain, or we cannot be negative. We need to be positive and try to find the positive things in all this mess.
Are you expecting Victor Wanyama to go to Bruges? And how well is Christian Eriksen coping with
Yes, and like
all the uncertainty over
yeah, but I told before, this is a lot of rumor that no one can be happy. No one is happy, and of course, in different club can be affected in a different way. In reference of Tottenham, of course, it's a lot of rumor that are there, and then you don't know if it's true or not true. It can happen or not can happen. Always that situation is not the best, but don't worry that we are going to be we are going to find the way to be positive and try to performance and be competitive, and it's no doubt that in the next 2 games we are going to be very competitive and trying to be focusing only to win.
Do you think Victor will go?
I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I cannot say something that maybe and then happen or not happen. Today is all rumors.
As far as Newcastle is concerned, do you feel for Steve Bruce at the moment? I mean, he's 2 matches into his time and charge at.
No, I think it's only the beginning. Premier League is so tough. It's so tough, and it's so difficult. And of course, I have a good relationship with Steve, and of course now we are going to play with them. And but I think it's only the beginning of the season. I think no one can be worried. We are in a process today that we are all nearly the club. Only I think Manchester City or Liverpool can say they keep all the dynamic, but the rest of the human people and clubs, we try to find our best dynamic to try to performance in that tough league, and of course we need all time to start to get the reward and of course to performance in the way that we want.
We've had 2 matches with VAR. Has it gone well? What would you like to see?
Well, rules are rules. When you accept the rules, you accept the rule. You cannot complain. That is the rule. But I know very well that sometimes it's going to be for us and sometimes it's going to be against us. And I need to keep my balance in my speech and my, and when I'm going to translate to my player, to my fans, and of course, when you accept the rule, like the club accept the rule, is now is not a thing to complain. It's so clear. The VAR is so clear, like the transfer window is so clear. Only like if you are not happy with the transfer window, only we need to talk and try to find the way to. But that is more, I think it's more about to. It's different to the VAR. The VAR is so clear the rules, and we accept the rules, and we cannot stop the technology and the evolution and everything. And today football is it's a mix with the technology and happy, no happy, are the rules.
Finally from me, the season's not very old, but players have received abuse on social media. Do the platforms, the social media platforms, do they need to take greater responsibility for things that get posted?
Yes, I don't understand too much if the responsibility is from the platform, the responsibility is from the people. I think it's an acceptable situation that happened in nearly 2020. We are going to be in few months, and it's an acceptable thing. I think if rather to be in this type of situation, be careful more for the Amazonas, we care more for the immigration, we care more from the people is next to me. I think this world should be much better. But I don't want to be populista or to do a meeting now to talk about important things on life. I think stupid people is in everywhere, and of course people that using that platform to be behind things that for me are unacceptable, and of course I am a person that if I can fight, I'm going to fight about that.
We have a Joe over here.
So Vertonghen we haven't mentioned yet.
Sorry?
Vertonghen we haven't mentioned yet. Obviously there's talk about whether he's fit enough. Do you not feel that he needs match fitness to get back to his full potential?
Only I'm going to decide to trying to provide the team the best player that are in my head, to play. If I not play with someone, it's because I believe that are another that, under my opinion or my judgment, are better. This is very clear.
The game against Newcastle, obviously, it's expected to win. How willing?
Who expect to win?
I think generally it is expected.
No, I expect to win.
You expect?
Okay.
How willing are you to use this game to experiment, to take risks?
Experiment.
To take risks to.
I am not a science. I am not a chemic person.
You have Arsenal next week.
Yeah, but you are talking about experiment. Well, no, I think experiment is in some room, but outside of this training ground. Here only we are coaches that do our job, and we don't do experiment. We train people that have the ability to play football, and then that's it. No, please don't compare us with doctors and people that are in the university studying a lot, and I have a lot of respect for the people that do, like you say, experiment to help the life, to help that for us to find solution. Only I am a coach, football coach, far away of the people that work in science and in studying in university. I have full respect for them.
Okay, when you look at the game last week against City, obviously it was a nice result, but in terms of possession and shots, where does Tottenham still need to...
How was the result?
Sorry?
The result was 2-2, no?
Where do you think Tottenham still needs to make improvements
But,
based on what's happened so far?
sorry?
Where do you see the improvements still need to be made?
No, but I think you were in my press conference before. I think I told you all that I think we are so short in our preparation, and we are going to try to, to find the best way to compete. I think it's not easy to go to Manchester City and score twice. We were the last team that we beat them. And it's not easy to take 1 point. They won the last 2 Premier League, and we are a team completely different to Manchester City. When you analyze the game, I think we make a lot of positive things. Yes, maybe they shoot a little bit more, and they have, I think, was 57-43 the possession. Yes, but on the end was 1 point each. you know. And with all our circumstance, I think I am so happy. And of course, performance are important, and we are going to improve in our performance in the future. To play with a consistent and solid team like City, I think that for me is the best team today on England and maybe in Europe. I think is massive credit to our player, because for twice to come back on the result, and after 1-0, 1-1 and play well, and after we concede again and 2-2, and I think the last 10-15 minutes, I think with a little bit more belief or faith, I think was a game that should be win.
And just with focus on Newcastle, how do you feel extra pressure going into a game like this because of the expectations?
I think if we are going to talk in our third game, Premier League game, about the extra pressure, I think it's a little bit early, no? We didn't feel the pressure playing the final of the Champions League. Look, if after now our second game, we are going to feel the pressure because the expectative. I think expectative are there, perception are there. I think we are going to try to play the game, trying to win like always. But you know very well, football is football, and you need to respect your opponent. And for Newcastle, is going to be a tough opponent.
Yep.
Hi.
So 4 out of possible 6 points. How do you think the new season's going so far?
Sorry, is
4 out of a possible
yes.
6 points. How do you feel the new season's going?
I think very good, very good. With all the circumstances, I think it's a very positive judgment from myself. I think so happy because we are competitive, and that is the most important thing. Playing knowing our best, we are capable to face a team like Manchester City, and I think to take 1 point. And yes, I think it's very positive, and it's only early of the season to see what is going to happen. But I am positive, I am optimistic always, and of course happy in the way that we start the season.
It's only 2 matches, but have you seen signs of improvement in your side from how they performed last season?
No, at the moment it's difficult to see, because we are playing when you need to compete and be competitive. It's difficult. In the same time, to improve in the pace that you want, in the speed that you want, we need to have patience and to try to find the way that, in the same way that we need to be competitive, be sure that we are going to improve in all the aspects. I think it's going to be good to try to finish that period playing against Newcastle and after Arsenal, and then I think it's going to help these 2 weeks to work, and of course when the transfer window closes in Europe, I think it's going to be very helpful for a team like us.
Newcastle haven't got off to the best start. You just said you expect to win. How important is it to beat a side like Newcastle at this stage of the season?
No, it's going to be a very difficult opponent, because they need to start to win points, and they're going to be tough. Of course, are with a new manager, new signing, and of course all that is going to make to be more focused them and try to be compact. And for us, of course, after to have a very good result against Manchester City, of course, our trust and confidence are higher, but in the same time, respecting that Newcastle is going to be tough to beat them.
Mike Dean, the referee at the weekend, was just wondering, have you spoken to him since that Burnley game?
The rules are the rules, and the manager, we cannot talk about the referees and the official.
No, so you won't be able to speak to him?
We cannot talk.
No, I think what he's saying is the FA rules, you can't speak about an official that's officiating
We
your
cannot.
before a match.
I see. Fair enough. I won't ask any more on that then. Nkudu obviously left this week. Why do you feel it didn't work for him?
Yes, it's happened in all the clubs and happen sometimes with player. Our intention always when we sign player is that the player find a place here and performance in the best way and be successful. But that is not sure that happen. In some percentage in all the club happen. That player are successful and other player for different circumstances. Not because of the quality, it's because sometimes they don't find or we are not capable to provide the best place or the place that they need to be successful.
Last one from me. You're a coach who works very closely with players, developing, especially young players as well. Has it invigorated you having new players like Ndombele and Lo Celso and the young players come through? Is that kind of giving you a bit more spark as well to work with?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of responsibility because on the last in this transfer window, I think we signed 4 young players. First of all, because it's a big responsibility because still they are so young and they need to prove that they deserve to play in a team like Tottenham. That in the last 3 months ago we played the final of the Champions League. And then because the perception that is Tottenham invests a lot of money and we need, the extra pressure is we need to perform better than the last season. And that is a little bit wrong, this perception. First of all, because we need to give time, to provide time, this young player. And then is to adapt them to performance in the way that we want. And, it's a lot of changes and they are young. And of course, that is so important. And then I become tired and start to forget, I think, what is going to tell you. I think it's important to the younger to provide a good platform to improve. But it's not good that to put pressure, to add extra pressure in the younger because they need to performance. Player like Clark back to lead, or Cessignon to after the international break cannot be with the group training, or Lo Celso arrived in the last moment, or Ndombele came from France and now suffered a minor injury and is not going to be available. This type of situation, on the end, yes, that people can believe that yes, Tottenham was so proactive or active in the transfer market, but be careful with that because we can create an expectation that is not real. And then the next 2 games, I think we are going to play with the same team that we finished the last season.
Okay, we finish with Stanley.
Or less player, that we finished last season.
Stanley, we finish last question at the back. Nice and loud.
Mauricio, you once described Victor Wanyama as a beast of your teams. You know him very well during your time at Southampton and here at Tottenham. What has happened to his game? And also, how is he taking this lack of playing time? And what does the future hold for him?
Look, before my answer about another teammate, it's all about performance. It's all about today. Football is not about yesterday. It's about today and tomorrow. And you need always, to show that you are there and deserve. And of course, in the case of Victor, he suffered some injury that, and then another player step up and take your place. We are in a team that is about, I think we are not a charity, first of all, but make clear, in that case that your answer is about Victor, we are not a charity, it's about performance, and we are the coaching staff that we have a lot of options, to play different players. Sometimes some players are lucky because arrive the moment in a period that they are injured, another player step up. always when one play, another cannot play. If play Davinson and Toby, why not play Shan? If play Shan and Davinson, why not play Toby? If play, is playing Ben Davis, why not play Danny Ross? If play Danny Ross, why not play Ben Davis? If play Harry Wing, why not play Dyer? If play Dyer, why not play Wanyama? And we can stay here 1 hour talking about that. It's like this. It's like this, and of course, I am the coach, and I need to take decision. Hope that be right in every single decision, and yes, Victor is a very very important player, and for different circumstances was a little bit backward, and that is the evolution of the football and different things that happen with naturality or are natural and in different clubs, in all the clubs.
Okay, we have the cameras up. Sorry, Jonathan. Thank you.